Hi, I'm Sue Richardson, and I manage this lovely theater. And this is Diane Gagos, one of our wonderful board members. And we're here today to introduce you to our Indiegogo crowdsourcing campaign. We are in the position of raising $85,000, hopefully with help from all of you. And the reason we're raising that money is we are being forced to convert to digital projection. And digital basically means that we would be transmitting our films via the internet, or films would be transmitted to us via the internet, which is a big change from 35mm prints and film, which we've known for decades. But the studios are forcing this change upon us. Most of the chains and the big guys have already converted. It's the small theaters like us, the independents, and the art houses that are struggling with this conversion. And so it's a big price tag for a very small nonprofit, which we are. And so we are turning to the community and our region to help us source and fund this conversion, which is absolutely necessary.
If they don't convert to digital, there won't be any movies. I mean, it's a done deal. That's just the way it is. So it's really necessary that we raise this money. And the good news is we've already raised a great deal. However, we still have $85,000 to go, and we hope you'll help.
And that's a good point, that we are already struggling to get films. We've already, unfortunately, had to not get films, if you will, and there's been a few big titles that we missed out on, and that's an ongoing trend, and it's a growing trend for us. So we really do not want to disappoint the people in this region and say we can't get the films that you all want to see and we want to see. So we're all very vested in this, and we're vested in our programming here. And this is also affecting our ability to show films to children. We reach up to 10,000 children here a year with film and arts literacy programs. There's no cost to the kids, but if we can't get these films, the kids will not be able to come and see films. So it's a global issue for us, and it's something that we believe very heartily needs to happen as soon as possible. In fact, we're looking at January 1st to fund this. So we have a very short period of time in which to make this happen. Diane is one of our most loyal film goers, and she's here very, very often, which we really appreciate. And she's going to share a story which I think is indicative of a lot of stories we hear about how much this theater means to people in the region and the community. So would you share your story with us?
Well, I love the State Theater, and I have wonderful memories of a lot of special things at the State Theater. First movie I ever saw, my grandmother brought me here, and it must have been around 1941, maybe 40, to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, it was pure magic. The theater was beautiful, the whole experience. I mean, I'd never seen a movie before. It was wonderful. We fast forward, and this is where my husband, my late husband, and I had our first date. We came on Christmas Eve after a party at his parents' house that my parents attended, and we came to see a Nestor Williams movie. And that must have been in about 1953. So wonderful, wonderful memories here. I'm so thrilled that we still have the theater today. Moving even further forward, after George and I were married, we loved foreign films. I'd never been to a foreign film until I met George, but he particularly enjoyed foreign films, and we would occasionally go to San Francisco for the day and go to 2 or 3 movies, just boom, 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 and turn around and come home the same day. It's so wonderful that we have the State Theater, that we can now have independent films, documentaries, foreign films, small films. I'm thrilled that we have this in our midst, and I'm so proud to be a part of it.
The State Theater has been part of the downtown Modesto fabric since 1934. Cruising has been part of Modesto's downtown fabric as well. By way of George Lucas's American Graffiti film, the State Theater is going to provide you this fun spoof to introduce the Indiegogo campaign for the State Theater.
Ow! Hey cats, hey chicks, the Historic State Theater needs your help, so listen up. Can I help you, son?
Yeah, could I get a Three Musketeers bar, a ballpoint pen, a comb with a digital projector system, some flashlight batteries, and some beef jerky?
Okay, you got the money for the digital projector?
Yeah, sure. I don't have any money.
Sorry, you got to get the money if you want that digital projector. Did you know that after January 1st, 2014, theaters across the country will all be required to have digital projection if they want to show first-run films?
I did. That's why I'm here.
You're from the State Theater, aren't you?
Yes.
I hear the State Theater needs a new digital projector. Have fun driving to the Bay Area if that doesn't happen. Especially with the price of gas these days.
Ain't he me?
You like the movies?
Sure. Doesn't everyone like the movies?
You better get used to going to the Cineplex, because pretty soon the State Theater won't be able to get the big, popular, independent, and classic films.
Man, I had no idea. That's terrible.
You see, without a digital cinema projector, we won't be able to see great films like Moonrise Kingdom, The Artist, or Midnight in Paris.
Yeah. And it's very likely these films won't be shown in a Cineplex either.
What do you think, Carlos? Should we take old
Kurt?
here to the Cineplex?
Yeah. Let's take Kurt to the Cineplex and talk in text all the way through the movie.
Digital format provides the best in film quality and availability. Come January 1st, the new films you want to see will only be screened in digital. Technology has forced us to keep up or be left behind. Your contribution will allow us to present the best in mainstream, independent, and classic films for years to come. We can continue to host indie and student filmmakers as well as staging film festivals. In return, we've got some amazing incentives to match your level of contribution. So please, help keep great cinema alive in the Central Valley.
In the middle of the ocean, on a big ship, I was on an around the world trip.
Did you know the State Theater was a non-profit organization?
I do now.
Hey, a new digital projector costs $250,000, so we really need your help. Go to Indiegogo.com and give what you can.